everybody. Welcome. We got some phenomenal information, recession-proof, Pure Money GovCon Masterclass, free webinar hosted by myself, Jason White, and Dr. Travis Davis, two individuals that purely know how to get money in the middleman space of federal government contract. So obviously, we got to let y'all know who y'all hosts are, right? Y'all got to know a little bit about us. You can see some crazy pictures of us right there from my younger days. Travis' pictures a little bit more crazier than mine. Shout out to Travis, but go ahead, Travis, tell the people who you are, sir.
Guys, most of you guys know me, Dr. Travis Davis. I'm from the DMV area. Was born and raised, well, not born and raised in Northern Virginia, but mainly raised in the Northern Virginia area, in the Woodbridge area. Went to HBCU. Shout outs to Virginia State. So you see me down there. I was able to attend Virginia State on an athletic scholarship, where it got challenging. I ended up shattering my leg during that process. And that was my first introduction to contracts. They actually took my scholarship away. And that's when I found out, like, students aren't on 4-year scholarships. They're on actually a year-to-year scholarship. And things like that came into play later on when we got to government contracting, because contracts is contracts at the end of the day. And as I went on, I came out, got that job. I think getting out of school, I was making $85,000 a year. Thought I was the man, wilding out, having the time of my life, partying, as you could see, standing on top of cars, doing things that was just quite reckless. But I was able to get through that time of life and start to understand business a little bit better.
Hey man, who's taking the picture of you standing on that car?
Look, you know what? I wish I could remember who was taking. I really can't. So another car, I had 2 cars. I had that Crown Vic right there. It had 26-inch rims, TVs inside of it, a sound system, this crazy alarm, and I had another Mercedes-Benz right there. You really can't see it in that picture. So, I was just doing crazy stuff back then, man. I can't even.
That's my guy. So look, I'm Jason White. You don't know who I am. I'm born and raised in Richmond, Virginia, 2 up, 2 down. I wasn't the best student, right? I had hoop dreams and stuff like that. I just wanted to legit just be around my friends and have a good time. I love to smile. I love to put smiles on everybody else's faces, whether I'm having an act of kindness, whether I'm joking on them or with them, right? So that's one of the things that I grew up doing. I had no direction coming out of high school, and I didn't know what I was gonna do. Ended up joining the military. I was in the military for 10 years, the Coast Guard. So shout out to anybody who got family in the military. I was in there for 10 years, and it was almost the same thing for me. I got out the Coast Guard and still had no direction, still really didn't know what I wanted to do. I just knew I didn't want to work too tough. I just knew that. I'm like, man, I just don't want a job. The Coast Guard was a cakewalk. So coming out of that, really not working, I just needed to get some focus and some direction. And then next thing you know, one of my friends that I was in the Coast Guard with introduced me to the term federal government contracting. And then he got locked up in the federal prison bureau system, right? I didn't even see the guy again for a long time. So that's how I got introduced to federal government contracting. And now, 10 years later, I'm able to present information that I've learned to you guys. That way you can easily digest it and knock it down.
That's what it's, honestly, Jason, that's what government contracting is literally about. And a lot of people see me on Clubhouse talking about it all the time. You need to make it easily digestible. The easier you can make this thing, the more simpler you can make it for yourself, most of all, and for the customer, the quicker you get your contract.
That's it. Moving right along. That's it. So now, when we're talking about information, right? I don't know put a 1 in the chat if you're new to federal government contracting as a whole. You don't know nothing about it. Put a 1 in the chat if that's you. If that's you in here right now, put a 1 in the chat. I see those ones going up, 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 up. Woo, the ones is going up. All
Dang.
right.
Yes, sir.
That's good. That's good. This is who our target audience is. We want to target you guys because of the fact that you need to learn this, right? You need to learn this and hit the ground running with this. So first things first, we're gonna talk about some first things that you need to do to get started to do business with the federal government. We're not talking about that state stuff. So when you hear about it, it is a difference. I really want to stress that. It's a huge difference. So the first thing you need to do is formulate a real company. Right? Formulate a real company and get registered in the SAMs and formulating a real company is merely just getting your LLC, getting your DUNS number, DUNS, and getting an EIN number. Okay? So this is one of the ways to formulate a company to prepare yourself to go into sam.gov. Go ahead and expand on that a little bit, Charlie.
No, I wanted to ask you, Jason, because I come across a lot of people, a lot of times they want to do government contracting as a sole proprietor. And so those of you who don't or may not understand sole proprietor LLC, you know, sole proprietor is just like you. Like you're just showing up and everything's running through you as an individual. But with an LLC, with that EIN number, do you recommend, Jason, to do it as a sole proprietor or a LLC? Or another classification outside of a sole proprietor?
Yeah, so doing business with the federal government, I recommend being an LLC, right? I recommend your company being an LLC. What's going to happen inside the registration process, it's going to ask you about if your company is, or if you're representing your company, if you're representing your LLC as a sole proprietor, right? So once you go into sam.gov and you're registering your company as an LLC, the registration is going to break it down for you and ask you, how are you representing your company? Is it just you? Is it you and 2 people? Is it you and 15 people? So my recommendation is to, if you're formulating a company for the first time, utilize the tag LLC, utilize that, not the S Corp, not all that other stuff, right? Use the LLC. That's my recommendation to get you in and get you approved and get you ready to start bidding.
So let me ask the audience out there, as you said you were put a 1 in the chat if you were new to government contracting. I want you to put a 3 in the chat if you have not started a business. If you do not have an LLC filed in the IRS system, put a 3 in the chat. Put a 3 in the chat if you do not have that business started yet. If you do have started already, I want you to put a 2 in the chat. Like, at least you have that piece, the IRS part done. You have that EIN. Put a 2 in the chat. A 3 if you don't, a 2 if you do. All right. Same for you guys on Instagram. All right. Put a 3 if you don't, a 2 if you do. We need to know who we working with, who we helping out here.
We got in here. Your camera went away too, brother.
Oh. Let me start it back up. My bad. All right. Ooh, I see. We got a nice little mix in here.
So Travis, my question to you is this, and before we get into the mindset piece, this is my question to you.
Mm-hmm.
I got my LLC. I formulated my LLC. I got the DUNS. I got all that. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to give you, we're going to answer your questions that you're putting in the Q&A. So we're going to answer those too. But Travis, my question is this: I got my LLC, right? I got my registration completed through SAM. They say I'm approved. Do I need anything else before I start bidding on contracts? Do I need anything else?
Nah. I mean, honestly, once you're in through SAM, that's the layer that's holding you back right there, is that SAM registration. But once we can get through SAM, we really got to dive down to the agency that you're working with, because they may have some little hurdles that you need to get through, but that doesn't stop you, right? Like you can go to an agency as soon as you're through that same system and start winning work. And that's without a certification, right? No certifications. You're just registered in that same system.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we're doing right now is we're going over the basics to have you unlearn all of the stuff that you thought you learned, right? Because this is the mindset process. We got to break down or destroy everything that you thought you learned or thought you knew about federal government contracting, so you can learn with a fresh, clean sheet of paper, a fresh slate. I tell people all the time, I didn't say it on the last slide when I introduced myself, but I tell people all the time, all I have is a PhD, a public high school diploma. So I came into this game, I came into this space literally with a fresh, clean sheet of paper, and I was ready to go. I had no preconceived notions about, oh, it should go like this, or I think it should go like this. I was just ready to rock and roll. So the certification piece, Travis, let's kind of talk about these certifications, man, and just kind of dive into that real quick.
Yeah.
There you go. You back, man. You back.
Yeah, my battery went out. So the certifications, right? You have a few. So you're going to have like a women-owned certification, and I know I said in the beginning, certifications aren't everything, but I would highly advise every female out there, like, this is the run for you in the next 4 years. And I'm saying that because of the cabinet, the way the president is structuring things, is females are on top of everything right now, right? So you want to get that certification because there's going to be set aside opportunities just for that set of individual businesses. So those certified people who have gone through the system will be the only ones able to attempt at winning the contract, right? So that's going to be a golden moment. So that's why you want to get the certifications, because each one of them are going to have their own funds for set-asides. You have your 8A, which you guys will never, might be the only time you'll hear me like talk about it, is when I'm going over certs, but I never advise anybody to get their certifications, especially all of the ones in here in the beginning when we said, is this your first time? If that's your first time, you don't want that 8A certification because it's a 9-year run. It's 10 years now because of coronavirus. They gave us an extra year in it. But it's a 9-year run that you get set aside opportunities just for you. Now, this is the best set aside in the federal government, but it's for 9 years, and you need to know how to work with it, how to operate, how to maneuver, how to shoot this gun. And if you don't know how to do that, you're going to burn through years. And once you get it, like, your family members can't get it. Your direct kin, they can't get it because you were supposed to do what you were supposed to do with it. All right. So they're not going to give another chance. Okay. Literally make sure you take your time with that. They also have your service disabled veteran owned or your veteran owned. For my people in the military, all right, they have set aside work for you. All right. They also have, which one am I missing, Jason?
Hubzone. Go over to Hubzone. Hubzone.
Okay, Hubzone is a very nice one because a lot of agencies don't meet this certification right there. So what happens is, in the Hubzone area, it's an underutilized area that, of course, usually, you know, your poorer neighborhoods or industrial zones. If you go put a business over there and you have your headquarters located there. Now, guys, there's tricks to all of this stuff, okay? So, mind you, I'm telling you the paper version, right? And that's what we answer, the paper version, all right? We just do what they want on paper, and then we do what we need to do to handle business after that. So with the Hubzone, if you have your headquarters located in a Hubzone, and then you have to employ, I believe it's 35%, that you have to employ 35% of your employees have to live in any Hubzone, not the Hubzone your business is in, but any Hubzone in the world. And you can just simply type in Hubzone map in Google, and it'll pop up. And I tell everybody, put your current address, your current home address, put it into that Hubzone map and see if you're a Hubzone, right? Because most people don't know, like the majority of DC is a Hubzone, which is crazy to me, but it is a Hubzone. And if you have an address there, you can now certify your business in the Hubzone, because who's the first employee for the company? You live in the Hubzone. All of us are 100% Hubzone employee from the start. Now, if you hire the next person and they're not in a Hubzone, you're 50%. But that is a way to start to play that Hubzone role. And again, the set aside is just so you don't have to compete with everybody. It doesn't guarantee you a contract. It just says, I don't have to compete with everybody.
Yeah, let me get into that real quick.
Go ahead.
Good point. Let me get into that. So if y'all listen to what he said, the certifications that he went over, all the certifications that he listed, it helps you go into a smaller room of competition. Here's one of the things that me and Travis kind of pride ourselves on individually and with this collaboration that we're doing. My students know, right? All my students know, I teach them how to utilize their certification. I teach them how to win contracts without their certification. Why is that important? Because if I can teach you how to win contracts in a room full of 500 people, when you begin to use your certification, you're going to kill them. Because now you understand the process. Now you know how to leverage your certification, whether it be woman-owned, whether it be 8A, whether it be Hubzone, whether it be veteran or service disabled veteran. Now you really know how to go into that room of only 10 people and you punishing them and you coming out there alive because you already know how to win contracts in a room full of 500 people. And that's the set aside. Those are the solicitations that do not have set aside, that are not set aside for a certain socioeconomic group. Okay. So I really want to stress that part too. Also, Travis spoke about the 8A, and he said this is the only reason why he'll talk about it, because he's listing the certification. And another reason also too is it's a business development program. It's developing your business to be like a Lockheed Martin or a Northrop and Grumman. It's developing you to be a big conglomerate business, right? So what we are teaching everybody to do at this moment in time is to be the middleman, and you can still make, I'll get into that. But listen, in this space of the middleman or the middle person, your income can be just as great with less headache. Now, as you get forward and go forward in your career in federal government contracting, that might be attractive for you because you're ready. Everything is in place. Your networking is there. Your dollars are there. Your contracts are coming in. So now you're comfortable as well. So I really wanted to harp on that part before Travis moved on. So we got our registration. We good. Now, right, Travis?
Hey, Jason, I wanted to chime in there because I've seen a couple people asking about the registration part. That Sam, so guys, once you start going through the registration part, of course, you need to file for a DUNS number. All right, that DUNS number will come back to you. I can't even remember how long does that take. I mean,
so it takes 5 to 7 business days. But what you can do when you go to dnb.com, davidandbradstreet.com, when you go there, you can kind of expedite the process after you completed your registration. So after you complete your registration, you can make a phone call, get on the phone, and then expedite the process.
You see, some are saying it took 2 to 3 days now. Some are quick return. You know, with coronavirus, things are changing.
One day, see, yep.
So 1 day is turning around now to get that DUNS number. Once you get that DUNS number, you're going to be able to register yourself in the SAM, and it'll produce the cage code. All right, so you'll get all of that stuff as you're starting to go through the SAM system. There's one website that I highly advise you to start at, SBA.gov. And that is the Small Business Administration. That's going to be everyone's friend. But that is where you want to get going. SBA.gov, you'll see a section in there to be a contractor to the government. And it'll walk you through setting yourself up in that SAM's sam.gov system. Now, remember, okay, someone asked about sole proprietor and LLC. Like, why are we saying that? Here's the thing, guys. I'm going to give you a worst case scenario. Let's say you go into the government, you're doing cybersecurity, or you're doing construction, and you drill into a wall and you knock out all the power of their cyber equipment, and they get hacked and lose $50 million. Your company is responsible for $50 million. Now, if you go in that thing as a sole proprietor, your house is on the line, your car's on the line, your whole damn life is on the line. Yeah. But if you went in there as a business, as a LLC, and it blew up, well, hell, the company blew up too, right? Like, I lost that. You get to take everything that company has. You don't get to touch me. Like, I didn't.
Yeah.
Right. So this is why we're telling you that's the smartest advice, because I don't want to see you get everything taken from you.
Listen. The best protection for yourself is to make sure you underneath that LLC. All right. Doctor. Okay, I got you. Thank you. All right. So now my buddy Travis has already got us, he's formulated his company. He's registered in SAM. And ladies and gentlemen, we will answer these questions. So just keep asking them. We're not ignoring you. We're going to answer those questions for you. We just want to keep the information flowing, keep a nice little flow. So Travis, you already registered in SAM. You got approved. Now, is the first thing we do start to look for contracts, or do we get our mindset together first? Like, what are we doing first?
Yeah, that's a great question right there, Jason, because a lot of people jump out there. Like, hey, I was on Clubhouse and I heard that they making $1 million contract. I want that too, right? And I mean, it's just not all the way true, right? So your mind's got to be prepared for this, because this isn't a overnight success, right? Just because you decided to contract to the federal government today doesn't mean you're going to win a contract. You have to remember there's already players at the table. Okay,
myself, Travis.
You got to get your mind ready for this game that you're about to get involved in, and there's a lot of things that you have to get rid of, the false beliefs of what you think is true, and replace it with the truth. Okay, things like, I hear people all the time say what they can't do on a contract. I teach my students over and over again, whatever you lack, you're going to go get, right? I am the dumbest person on all of my contracts, all right? I got cyber contracts. I got help desk contracts. I am completely stupid to it. I took the Fortune 500 approach. So when they say mindset, I got a mindset of a Fortune 500 business owner. When's the last time you ever seen them doing any work, right? Mm-hmm. Was all on Clubhouse last night, amazed at Elon's words. Do you think he's building Starlink? Do you think he's the one testing the monkeys? He's not doing any of that stuff. But he has the vision for people to go execute. And once I start getting in that mind, right, hold on, Travis, it isn't about what these hands can do, right? It's not about what the school system taught us of how to go get money. But it's about what can you strategically put together? Like, can you put the right people together to do the work? Can you put the right businesses together that have already done the work in another agency and bring it over to this one? And that's how I started going. Like, oh my God, Pandora's box opened up once I changed my mindset on how to work. Right? That was the biggest thing. Changing my mind on how to work.
That's it. My biggest thing in conjunction with that is you like Travis was talking about, you had a lot of people, they want the $1 million contract. Well, my mindset was like this. Okay, if I get this contract for $7,000, why can't I wash, rinse, repeat and have 5 or 6 contracts bringing me each $7,000? And now I look up, I'm at $42,000 a month. Understand, it's letting the compound effect take effect, and you do the same thing over and over and over again. In this middleman space of federal government contracting, the mindset piece of you diving in and actually wanting to do the work will destroy you, because half of these contracts, you might not be in that lane, or you might be thinking, okay, I just want to do transportation contract, or I just want to do leadership training contracts. Well, guess what you're doing? You're putting yourself and your company into a box that the government will never do. The government won't say, Jason LLC, you can only do IT contracts. The government will never say, Travis Davis LLC, you can only do cleaning contracts. They would never say that. So why put yourself into a box and go after contracts that you either believe you can manage or understand that you can manage, right? Those are my qualifications. Okay, I believe I can manage this. And I believe I can manage the company that's going to be doing this contract. All I have to do is understand what this scope of work is. If I can articulate that to a subcontractor, guess what I can do? I can manage it. I can manage it at that point, because the government wants you to understand that you don't. Yes, it's my company that's registered. It's my company that's in that the government is recognizing, but I don't have to do the work. I can go get ABC LLC to do the work, because they understand it and they are hungry. They need to do the work. They understand it and they need to do it. So the government allows me to go get them. But the mindset piece has to be, stop putting yourself into a box, because you're limiting the contracts that you can actually go after and obtain. So now you're not even able to leverage all of those fancy certifications that you got before you even won a contract, right? So just understand that piece of your mind, and make sure that you're not putting yourself into a box.
Hey, so I'm glad you said that one, Jason. I had something that popped up a lot when I was teaching the last course, and I want to remind everyone when he says, don't limit yourself in the box. You know, a lot of things that played off that was with the name. Everybody kept thinking about the name, right? Again, you're putting your emotions into business when you're putting your name to the business, right? A lot of people, now don't get me wrong, if you're like a restaurant, you probably want to have like a restaurant type name, right? But if you're trying to come at business, if you're trying to be like a middleman to business and just like consult and that type stuff, we want something generic. Davis Enterprises, right? White Enterprises, Jason LLC. Hell, I don't care, right? Something very generic, okay, where you can't tell me that I can't do sell guns. You can't tell me that I can't be a plumber. Like, there's nothing you can tell me that I can't do. Is, once again, that's one of those false beliefs we got to get out of the mind, right? Because you're thinking about what your hands can do. And that's true. You've never learned how to be a plumber in your life, so you can't be a plumber. But if you go hire a plumber, okay, and he charges you $100 to plumb, and you charge somebody $200 for this plumber, are you now not a plumber? Right? I didn't say that I was going to be the plumber. I said my company does plumbing, which means I got a plumber that's going to go out to do it when I put him on call. And that's what I mean by the mindset. Things like that shift everything. And you start to get complete success when you can change that mind.
We've been doing it. All the homeowners, put a 10 in the chat. All the homeowners, put a 10 in the chat right now. Check this out. All you homeowners, putting a 10 in the chat right now. If your roof is jacked up, what do you go do? You call a roofing company. That's what you do. You don't try to get on the roof and say, I got to do it myself. I got to figure this out. No, you call a roofing company. If your car transmission fall out and you don't know how to fix cars, what you doing? You take your car to an auto mechanic. It's the same mentality. It's the same mindset. The difference is, though, now you have an opportunity. If the government needs a new roof, you call a roofing company, and now you have the ability to put money on top of that charge. So they invoicing you, $1,000 before you send it to the government. You have the opportunity to put money on top of that. Then you send it to the government. That's the biggest difference. Now you're making money while they're doing the work versus paying them for your house, right? You're paying for a new roof and you're sitting there mad in a hotel and at the auntie house and all that good stuff, and you pissed off. Now you got the opportunity. You don't even know where the work is happening at. It could be in Kansas City, Missouri. Shout out to the person that's in St. Louis in here. It could be in Kansas City, Missouri, and you're in, Tampa Bay, Florida. And they out there doing the roofing work. Why are you able to do that? Because it's a government facility in all 50 states, and the government allows us to be able to work remote anywhere. So go ahead and add to them, brothers, and then I'll move on. Because piece is gold. You gotta have your mind ready.
Yeah, that was a hell of an analogy that you put right there, Jason, because we don't realize how we're the middleman to so much stuff, right? Like literally, you could tell somebody about an iPhone right now, right? Like people battle all the time over iPhone and Androids, and you preach why you should get an iPhone. Do you guys know the federal government purchases tons of iPhones? Last year, I made over $100,000 selling iPhones, iPads, and the accessories back to the federal government because they cannot purchase directly from Apple. They can't do it. They have to go through another person because that's like cheating, right? If they go directly to Apple for that, that's cheating. So they have to go through a citizen that has a reseller's deal with Apple or authorized reseller, or some people call it affiliate or whatever the hell names you need to call it. I don't care, all right? But you're going to be a broker with Apple. The government's going to request these products. You're going to hit Apple up, get a quote from them, get the quote back from Apple, put a 10% to 12% fee on top of there. That's my sweet spot of what I like. All right, then give it back to the government. And trust me, they're not buying 2 iPhones.
No way. No way.
Then all of a sudden, you're a middleman. The same exact way you tell your friends to go get iPhones is the same exact way that we could be a middleman to iPhones to the federal government, but we're not just telling people to go pick it up at the local store. We actually going to go close the deal out ourselves. If you guys are understanding what we are saying right now, please put a 2. I want to make sure y'all are understanding what we're saying. Put a 2 in the chat. Are y'all getting what we mean by being a middleman to the federal government? Okay.
If we don't see 154 2s in this one right here, that means we got to backtrack and start all over. But let me give another example. So Travis said he made over $100,000 selling Apple products to the federal government. Guess what I'm doing per month? Selling a subleasing a commercial space to the federal government.
Jay,
that's right.
Can you explain what is subleasing mean?
Subleasing merely means I have the leasing contract direct to the owner, and I take that leasing contract, and now I lease my contract and the space to somebody else. And in this case, it's the federal government. So listen to this. Listen to this scenario. Great question, Travis. I found a solicitation that the federal government wants a 13,000 square foot building. I then took the description and sent it to a commercial realtor. That commercial realtor took that information and found the building that I needed, connected me to the owner. I entered into a leasing agreement with the owner after we discussed
.com again.
After we discussed the square footage, right? So let's say square footage was originally maybe $20 a square foot on a 13,000 square foot building. My research is, let me see what the other buildings are charging per square foot. So it might be a building out there, 13,000 square foot at $25. The building that I want is at $18. So I take that, I put 5 on top of that 18, put that number into the chat. Now, what's my proposal to the federal government? 18 plus 5. That's right. There you go. Somebody was quick with it. Crazy. So now, think about this. Leasing contracts are 15-year guaranteed contracts. I'm now making $5 times 13,000 every single month with that one building. Middleman government contractor. I never even seen this building except for pictures. Never seen it. I even put it in that one time. Never seen it. But now I'm getting that for the next 15 years, guaranteed, because it's in the leasing contract. And that's what we mean about wrapping your mind around. All you got to do is find the work and find a person who can do the work and be the bridge. That's all we teaching y'all. Be the best bridge that you can be. Obviously, we're going to get into, some of the paperwork and some of the understanding pricing and things of that nature. But we want to break it down to the simplest form so you can easily digest it. So now you're excited and hungry to get into this space. It's not a get rich quick, but you can have a lot of success long term. It's a long-term game for all my stock market people out there on the call right now.
I'm actually glad that you stated that part again, Jason, because, literally one contract can change your life. Right. So a lot of people are like, I don't, they fade away maybe after a month or so and they're not getting any attention. Well, first, I always ask, did you do a numbers game? Right. Like this is a numbers thing. All right. Like you want $1 million, shoot at 10 million, shoot at 20 million, because you're going to get some rejections, a whole lot of them, but the one can get you the $1 million that you need. So we're constantly shooting, and people give up, okay, because they did it for maybe the first 3-4 people and didn't get the response. But I always have to remind people, if you are willing to bust your ass 365 days a year, and I have no problem with a job, I'm not against a job. I started at a job, but I didn't stay up here at a job, right? So when I realized that this needed to remove from a job, it was a no-brainer. Why wouldn't I bust my ass 365 days a year for a $10 million opportunity? For a $5 million opportunity, for a $1 million opportunity? Like, yes, it's going to be hard. Yes, it's going to be struggling. But the one contract can change your life. And currently, your current contract caps you. You tell me your title or your position, I can go Google and kind of get a ballpark of how much you're going to make year over year. I don't care how hard you bust your ass. Like, the price don't change unless the employer feels a little happy. And I bet he's not going to give you more than $10,000 over the course of an entire year, right? So this is why I'm telling you guys, you have to remove the mindset of getting paid per hour, and we get paid per check, right? Like, I got to get paid more money faster, not capped at the $38 per hour, $52 per hour. And don't get me wrong, everybody ain't built for this. That's why we can go hire people. But the ones that's ready up here is nothing like this system, this business to go work with called the federal government.
Here's the thing. I think that was key. Everybody isn't built for this, right? Everybody's not built for it, because if your mindset stays at that per hour and doesn't shift, then it's going to be a struggle for you. But if you're able to shift and understand, I need to work for checks. I need to hustle for checks. Watch how your mind, watch how your body, watch how your spirit just starts to align and go. It's going to start to really go. It's going to shift and it's going to start to go. And next thing you know, you submitting 5 and 6 proposals, not a month, a week, because you understand you got to go through your numbers. It's a numbers game. The more and more you quickly learn the process, the more and more you find solicitations that you want to do: real estate, IT, janitorial, wigs, leadership training, all of that good stuff, Apple products. Once you continue to find all these solicitations, and by the way, all those ones I just named, all those ones that I've been awarded, right? I just named them all real quick. But once you start to get into that groove, and that's what we're going to help you do, get into that groove so you can move much faster, much quicker, help you condense those time frames real good. So
I made a quick $80,000, okay? A quick $80,000 because my neighbor right here works at Andrews Air Force Base on Air Force One. I found the opportunity for uniforms coming out, and I asked her, could I see her uniforms that she was wearing? She gave me her uniforms. I looked on the tag to find out where they were getting their uniforms from, and it was 2 people, right? I called them up like, hey, can we work some type of deal out that I can get these uniforms? And I had her go to the officer to let them know there's a local business right here down the street that can deliver uniforms. And they were the t-shirts, the basic ass military t-shirts, man. Gave them a whole slew of them, man.
Smart man, smart man. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, obviously we spent a lot of time on mindset because that's key. That's a big thing. Remember, it's not a get rich quick. Remember, if you're submitting one proposal a month, that's not gonna get it done. Remember, go through your numbers. Also, understand that you have to, you gotta learn this process, and don't get frustrated with yourself because your first contract, it is gonna be difficult. It is gonna be a little bit confusing. You're gonna have guidance, but you still gotta go through it yourself. And you might be unsure, you might not have the confidence, but it's your first one. I wanna tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it took me 3 years to get my first federal contract. 3 years. I formulated my company in 2008. I didn't get my first one until 2011, and it was only 125 bucks, but it was the best 125 bucks I ever made month after month after month in my entire life because I wasn't doing the work. So be patient with yourself and trust the process. So let me move on because mindset can be a whole thing by itself. All right. Let us help you win your first contract or your next contract. Join the community. Go ahead, Travis.
All right, so check it out, guys. When it comes to winning your first contract, it's best to start researching, and you can build like your own little community. And me and Jason have actually built our communities through government contracting. We have an extensive network to where literally Jason can get emails all day long directly from the government for opportunities that will never hit the internet. I get contracts directly from the government that never ever hit the internet. Nobody gets an opportunity to compete for that because we've built that community under us. Yes, there is a community on the government side as well as there can be a community on the business to business side too. So what we're doing here is bringing our community, my community, Jason's community, putting it all together on one table. Now, when you build this community, this is the key, okay, to subcontracting to the federal government and winning your contracts as the middleman, right? You can literally, when I'm saying you don't need things, okay, that's because you can go subcontract to a prime, okay? So prime is someone who's going to take the lead of the contract. Like they're going to be the face of that contractor brand. You're going to be supporting them as a subcontractor. And that's an easy, quick way through the door. Now, there's a site that I like. Jason, can you go visit these two sites? Let's check out fpds.gov. We're getting a little bit off the slide. I know I called you out right here.
Hey, that's all good. Hold on one sec.
I want to make sure that people know what's going on. Guys, if you're getting value out of this information real quick, I want you to go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. All right, put a 1 in the chat if you guys are getting value out of this information tonight.
What's the first one we're going to?
All right, let's go to fpds.gov, Jason, FPDS. All right, so fpds.gov, guys, this is all the contracts that are going to come out that have been awarded already. They've already been given to people. This is where we can start to do some research. Jason, type anything stupid in that search bar. I don't care what you do. All right, and this is why I'm telling you guys, right? I really don't care about the niche of the business. It all stays the same. I'm going to show you guys the quickest way to becoming the best middleman that you possibly can be. You got some dots in there.
I got the dots in there.
All right. This is the quickest way to be a middleman. And we give you, I'm going to tell you guys some nuggets right here. Now, I'm not really going to dive deep down into it because that's another process. Now, this is a quick way to do some research. Now, I'll tell you, this site ain't Google. Okay. It ain't friendly. It's very nasty, actually. Okay. But this site can take you far. Now, when we say cleaning, there's a problem here because cleaning can be in businesses' names. They could be in the contracts. They could be all over the place. So this makes it a little harder, but I'm going to show you this trick. So These opportunities right here that you see on the screen are contracts that have already been awarded and won. And as you can see, they range from $20,275, $17,000, and that's what it's showing you on there, Jason. But click view on one of those, that $21,000 opportunity with Elite Cleaning. Now, when you click view, this is going to show you the actual opportunity right here. As you can see, it's really obligated for $38,000 for this contract. This is a direct award. Jason, can we go back, because this shows 1994, and I want to show people current so they don't think that we giving them some smoke.
Give me a good one.
Now, you put in, matter of fact, somebody put in the chat what you want us to put in there. We're going to let them, what would you want us to search in here? Take one of them terms out there that somebody says.
Snow removal. Oh, that's good. Okay. Snow removal. Let's see. Wig making, water bottle. Wig making next. Let me see what this snow removal is talking about.
I like how y'all, so it might not go in. All right, so we got snow removal here, Jason. I want you to go in the right-hand side and click on date sign, where it's over on relevance, contract type, agency code, sort by. You see down? Go click on date sign.
Date sign, there we go.
All right, so now we're looking at some current things. Now, again, it ain't Google, okay? All right, click on one of those view options for one of those opportunities up there, Jason.
Go to this one for $7,557, Coast Guard.
Now, the beauty about these, they're not awarded, like they're not competed at $7,000. You could just go pick this up, but you can see that actual opportunity is $26,000. Now, again, this is a direct award. You can go get this. Look at the date on this thing. It was signed 129, 20. What is this? 129-2021. It will be completed in 3/31/2021. So that's $26,000 for 2 months of business. All right. This is the difference between per hour and per check. $26,000 for 2 months, and you're not even going to do the work. So you probably going to pocket yourself about a good $8,000 out of that, not to do nothing but go find the next contract and do this all over again. To get the money directly given to you. You don't even have to compete. Like, I just need to show up, actually. Just scroll down a little bit more, Jason. I want you to scroll to the bottom real quick. Now, I want you to look at this critical. Keep scrolling to the bottom, Jason, all the way down to the bottom. Look at what it says right there. Number of offers received, Jason. How many people said competed on this contract?
One.
That means when you show up, you have a 50% chance of winning, because they ass sleep. They think only one person knows about this opportunity. This is what I mean by research. Now, you kind of know what pricing they got at. You can see that it was an 8A sole source opportunity. You're Travis, I don't have an 8A. I can't go at it. What did I tell you? Whatever you lack, you go get. You want this opportunity? Go find an 8A company and partner with them, and then boom, you're an 8A company overnight, and you could go win this opportunity just like that.
Let me say something real quick, Travis. Let me interject. So it was only one offer received, right? So that typically means that company was an 8A company. But let's say you were the only company that submitted for this. You were the only company that put in the offer, and you don't have the 8A. They're not going to make it a set-aside if you don't have a set-aside certification. It's going to be not a set-aside. Or if you're a woman-owned, they will make it, since your offer is the only offer, they'll make it to tailor-fit your set-aside or your social economic group. So don't look at it like, oh, I got to be 8A to get certain opportunities. If it's only one person, whatever your company is, that's who's going to win the bid, whatever your company is.
Yeah, and that's where these other certs come into play, in the FAR rule of two. I teach my students right now, when we talk about community, this is when community comes into play. Okay, because what do? We make it look good on paper. All right, we play the game like they want us to do. So we're going to show up and submit 5 women-owned businesses to go after this opportunity. But those are 4 of your friends, and only one of them really want to do the work. but you had the other 4 submit just like you, not as good, but kind of like you. So now we can go to the contract officer and say, hey, why isn't this thing women owned only? We got enough businesses to prove that it can be done by females. You need to put it over there.
Yeah.
That's forcing them to do the things here. Now, this is another key that I'm glad you scrolled right here. This is the fastest way. Again, I'm showing you guys the fastest way to be a middleman, right? No matter what niche you put in there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to compile a list of opportunities right here. People ask me all the time, what's my NAICS code? What's my NAICS code? Damn it, I don't remember all these NAICS codes, all right? But if I start looking at the contracts, and if you can see in the description, they're not always the best. But if it says in that description, like this is what you do, snow removal services, there goes your NAICS code. There goes your PSC code. Copy it. That is the NAICS code that you need, because it ain't going to be a coincidence that that one snow contract came out on that NAICS code. There's more to come, right? Yeah. Now, I also know the agency I need to work with. And most of all, when I compile my list, I know what words win, because I got winners. Jason, if you scroll down, I believe a little bit, or it might be up. I'm looking. Go up. Sorry. Keep scrolling. Oh, what does that say? Contractor information. I don't have to guess at what the right words were to win. I don't have to guess at what a winning formula looks like. I got the company right here. I'm going to go pull up their website. I'm going to go pull up their marketing material. I'm going to compile a list of these businesses that do what I want to be a middleman for, and I'm going to make myself look just like them. I'm going to have the same NAICS code. My website's going to look like theirs. My marketing material is going to look like theirs. And damn it, I'm going to promote my business to the same places they promote their business to, because we all do the same thing. It's an easy middleman formula.
If they winning, if they winning, just do what they doing. Here's one of the things that I did do, right? I knew people were going to look up my company. I knew people were going to recreate my will. So one of the things that I did was, I didn't even have a website until 3 years ago. I didn't do certain, because here's the thing, it's a competition at the end of the day, right? It's a competition. We're not the only people looking at these contracts. So because I know it's a competition, I always want to be the best. And to be the best, you got to beat the best, right? So you got to beat me at my game. And if you don't know what my game is, you're going to lose. And I'm going to continue to beat you hand over fist. Now, as you're coming in and you get this information, obviously look it up. If it's right there for you, obviously look it up and mimic what they're doing. Understand what they're doing. Reach out to the companies that they do, that they're the departments that they're reaching out to. Now, let me pivot real quick, because this is what we call research to continue to get in front of anybody else, right? You can utilize this information to get in front of even the 158 people on this call. You can utilize this information to get in front of them. It's a competition. It can be friendly, but at the end of the day, sometimes we have to bid, and sometimes we can just get sole source. But you can't get sole source right out the top, right out the gate. You got to understand how to get sole source. The government has to know that you're a company. They got to know that you're a company. Just because you formulated an LLC and you register in sam.gov, that means nothing, right? The government not just gonna start emailing you. They're gonna stop emailing me and email you. No. So you got to take certain steps to get noticed, okay? So one of the things I want everybody to check this out real quick. And I'm gonna move over here.
What was that?
So what is this one right here? All right, here we go. Everybody look at this title. This is, now I'm on beta.sam.gov.
Beta.sam.gov, not sam.gov, beta.sam.gov.
And now we're looking at actual contracting opportunities. But can everybody please look at this title right here? Everybody please look at this title. Gate attendant services. Now, I don't know, I haven't looked at the scope. I don't know exactly what it entails, right? But I do know this. It can't be that hard. I do know that.
Jason, I wanna ask the chat real quick. Do you guys think that you can find some gate attendant services? If you think you can do that, put a 5 in the chat. Put a 10 in the chat. Put a 10 in the chat if you think you can go find yourself some gate attendant services.
Listen,
right.
I'm showing y'all the real. Look at the department. It's DOD. Travis, please tell me when you see a Department of Defense as listed as an agency, what instantly goes into your mind?
Hey, look, I'm thinking it's low competition over there. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody don't want to get involved in there, as well as they're small business friendly. Like, they really want to use small business, and they got a lot of money. Like, the DOD got all of the money.
DOD big bank. DOD big bank.
Big bank.
They big bank. Listen. Then we come down here to these classifications. Ladies and gentlemen, what does this say? Total small business set aside. Now, here's one thing we didn't say. And I'm glad I'm looking at this real quick. Here's one thing we didn't say. When you register your company into SAM.gov, based off the information that you put in SAM.gov, the government is automatically going to give you this set aside. No paperwork involved. You don't have to do no paperwork for this set aside. Because you registered, and you put maybe 2 employees, yourself and your spouse, or you put 1, you're an army of 1, or you got 3, and you made $0 with the federal government, because most of the time, when you register, you haven't made any money underneath that new LLC, you're automatically a total small business. You got that. So guess who qualified for this solicitation? Everybody on this call, all 158 of them, all of them. We all can go for it. I'm trying to tell y'all, ladies and gentlemen, these 2 websites that we gave you, FPDS. Let me go back to it. So
hey, Jason, can you search one thing in that FPDS real quick? Because I like to show people when we say the government purchases everything. I want you to type this in there for the search. Marijuana.
Man, how you spell it, man? I only got a PhD.
You know, let me. Hey, somebody type marijuana down there in that chat.
Somebody did too. Somebody did it. I seen them do it.
MARIJ something. IJUANA.
Look, I know y'all laughing. I know y'all having a good time. I truly didn't know how to spell it, and I ain't ashamed to say it.
You know, like these idiots don't know how to spell marijuana and winning millions. That's exactly what we trying to tell y'all. All right, go ahead and hit date sign again, Jason. All right, so let me show you guys this. These are marijuana contracts that are happening right now, whether it's research and development, which I love research and development because there is no damn proposal for amount of money. Like, we don't know how much money we're going to spend. It's research and development, and we don't know if we're going to produce anything out of that research and development. That's why it's called research and development, because sometimes research leads us to a dead end, but that still costs you hundreds of millions of dollars, just FYI. But as you guys can see, the federal government has been spending millions of dollars in marijuana, so don't ever think that they haven't been a part of this situation for years. All right? It's your misguided education on what people are talking about as consumers of what's going on instead of actually following the goddamn money. Like, they are paying millions of dollars for people to burn marijuana right now. They just loading it up in trucks and taking it to farmland and burning it and research and development and trying all this stuff out, playing around with it on a federal level, okay? States are legal, some of them, but it's not legally federal. Well, the federal already been spending plenty of money in it. I just wanted to show you guys right here. Everything the federal government offers.
I really hope everybody is understanding that we're trying to impress upon you that you don't have to stay in one lane. You don't. If you've heard about it, if your friends do it, if you want to start it, if the government wants to buy it, or the government wants that service, whatever the product, whatever service, the government wants it. And all you have to do is understand how to read that solicitation, how to understand what the process is. What are you actually requiring from me so you can articulate to your subcontractor, so now you can formulate a proposal and send it to the federal government. That's it.
Let's check out one more site, Jason. Can you go to usaspending.gov? It's going to be the last site that I'm going to give y'all today. usaspending.gov is pretty similar to FPDS, but there's some different research that you could do here. I bounce back and forth between the two. But Jason, as you can see right here, guys, do you guys see how much money that they've spent just in COVID alone? Okay.
Did y'all see that number just tick up?
You see the roll like ting ting ting, like trillions is a small number. $1.73 trillion is what they've spent in a matter of Corona. How long we been in Corona? That's the amount of time that they've spent just in that. Can you scroll down on that site a little bit more, Jason? Yes, all right. You can start to see all of your data, where they're spending the money at. If you have PPE products and things like that, and you want to get in the COVID mix, they're putting it right on the front.
What's PPE, kind sir? What does that mean?
Damn, look, you got personal protective, what the hell is PPE?
Personal protective equipment.
Guys, it's so many acronyms with the government. I be forgetting all these acronyms. We got PPP loans, PPE. Right. So scroll back to the top for me again, Jason. I want you to go to advanced, go to award search. And then advanced search. All right, guys, this is where you guys can come here and play around and actually see some money, man. So you would go there and type in a keyword. Jason, type in gloves, okay, under that keyword right there. All right, now I want you to do the last 3 years, 20, 19, 18. Then hit search.
The search button.
Up at the top. Now keep scrolling up. Scroll up to the top. Yeah, there we go. That's submit search right there. Submit.
All right. 174. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
So click on that award amount, or it's already going in top money. So as you guys can see, like this is just something quick for gloves, a quick 26,000, 23,000, 21,000. Guys, imagine if you had 10 $21,000 contracts that all took a month to do. Like that's a lot of money very quickly, because trust me, a $21,000 contract is not worth a whole year. That is something quick, short, and sweet.
I call them one-hitter quitters.
One-hitter quitters. Get them out the way. You know what I'm saying? Load yourself up with $10,000, $21,000 contracts and see how your life change, because you don't have to compete for those, right? So this comes in the research that you can start doing. There's so many ways to go about this. And even with gloves, guys, you are the middleman. You ain't making the damn gloves.
You're not a manufacturer neither. You're not even doing the logistics. You're not even shipping the gloves from wherever they're coming from to the federal government facility. You're not doing any of that. You're making phone calls, you're making emails, you're making sure the pricing is right, and making sure the government has their product on time, whenever the time frame is. That's it.
That's it. All right, Jason, let's get back to the slides, man. I know we went a little off there. Once again, if you guys understand what we are saying, I want you guys to put a 2 in the chat. If you guys are with us as a middleman, if you're getting the information that we're saying to be a middleman, put a 2 in the chat, whether it's over here on Instagram or here on Zoom. Let us know. All right, it look like they're getting us, Jason.
All right, so listen, we're gonna move it along. This information is so powerful. Myself and Travis, we derived this webinar last weekend, right? We was like, man, we should have a webinar. Last weekend, and we was like, we could just do an hour. And I was like, yeah, we're gonna just do an hour. There's no way, it's too much information. And we want to keep sharing and giving it to y'all, but we are gonna move on though. Let's move on. But hopefully everybody got those websites. I do see 21 questions in the queue. We're going to get to those. Please be patient. All right, here we go. I got a testimony. Listen, I like that. We put this section in here because of the fact that you don't have to take my word for it, right? I know what I'm talking about, but more importantly, I understand how to help somebody else know what they talking about, because it's not about me. I mean, literally, I've went through this since 2008. I live, breathe, sleep this every single day. Clearly, I know what I'm talking about. but can I help you understand what you're doing so you can win contract? Can I help you understand the process? So what I want to do real quick, I want to reach out to somebody real quick. And when your phone gets unmuted, don't get shocked. I'm calling on, or I can put the names in the chat. Okay, here we go. Miss Linda Edwards, I'm gonna unmute your chat real quick and then just talk to the people about what's been happening since you've been in my program, the things you've learned and the things you've actually done as well. Just keep it all the way 100%. Miss Linda Edwards, you can go ahead on and unmute your phone.
Hey, I'm here.
What's going on, Miss Linda Edwards?
What's going on, Jason, Travis?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
So talk to me a little bit about, your experience in the program, the things you've learned, the things that you've heard so far in this webinar, and what have you been doing so far in the program as well?
Everything that he's saying to you guys is accurate. Well, both of them are saying to you guys are accurate. It's a very simple process if you follow the strategy that they're both telling you. I don't derail from what Jason has shared with me. Let's see. So far, I've put in about 3 solicitations, about 3 bids now.
Woo! You submitted 3, right?
Yeah, I submitted 3.
How long have you been in the program though?
I've been in your program since December 26th.
It's 1 hour a week. It's 1 hour a week. Look, listen, she's already submitted 3 right now. Now, Linda, let me ask you this quick question real quick. Now, when you're reading these solicitations, was it difficult to read, and how did I help you break it down so you could easily digest and understand to submit the proposal?
Like I said earlier, I got a strategy, so there's certain things that I'm looking for. As far as like when I first jump into it, I'm looking for the price, I'm looking for the scope of work, and I'm also looking for the I slipped my mind because you put me on the spot.
Put you on the spot, don't worry. It's all good. It's all good. And I brought you on because you have submitted 3 proposals just by running the play and not deviating and making it. Hopefully you can continue your success. And next time you get back on a webinar, you talk about how many contracts you actually won.
Right. And then like Travis say, just pick up the phone and call. That's it.
That's my fastest way to winning contracts. Pick up the damn phone.
I appreciate you, Miss Linda Edwards.
No problem.
Love it.
All right, look, who you got next, brother?
You know what, Jason? I was going to call a student up here, but I'm going to do something different.
Okay.
If you were a student, and so I taught a 14-day government contracting class. We went in for 14 days. I mean, we went in. All right. If you got value out of that 14-day class, matter of fact, if you think that class was undervalued and that you got way more value than what it should have been, go ahead and put a 2 in the chat. Like, I don't really need to bring people up, Jason.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to know the community's here. We ain't faking about what we talking about. We're here to help out each and every individual person.
I think that's the key, right? It's not just, it's 2 guys, they got a program and just teaching. Look how we talk. I'm you. I'm you. You probably a better version. There's 156 people on this call. Y'all are probably a better version than I am. I promise you y'all are, right? But the mere fact that we're able to cultivate our common sense to win government contracts since whatever years we started, it gets no better than that. It legit doesn't.
They firing up down there, Jason. I know they like, get through the slides. What we got next one, Jason, man?
All right, hold on one second.
Understanding, man, like we've been in this game and we're really here to help individuals understand government contracting because once you can do that, it'll change your life.
Miss Natalie Taylor raised her hand.
Natalie.
Let's see. All right, Ms. Natalie Taylor, you're able to talk. Are you with me?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Oh, now, yes, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. So first of all, I just wanted to say congratulations. It's such a beautiful thing to see the first day of Black History Month, two amazing Black men working together. You know, they have lied to us for so damn long, and to see that you guys are willing to collaborate to give us the details. Because I'm gonna be honest, I've been in this coaching game for a little bit, and most of these people out here talking about coaching and consulting, they are fake as hell. So I just want to give a shout out to my coach, because Jason has been nothing but down to earth. I've been working with him starting in January. The first thing I did was reached out to him and said, hey, you know, I got your number from so-and-so. I want to know if when you're doing coaching. And he just reached back out to me immediately. And, you know, I sent him my professional profile, and he's like, oh, that's nice. He's like, but you're not going to need any of that. I'm going to show you how to do it without doing all the work. And I was like, I don't know about you guys, but if you're on here and you're a single mom, you know, I consider myself to be a boss. I've made quite a bit of money, but it's always been, you know, blood, sweat, and tears. I've always worked my ass off for my money, right? And so to finally get to the place where somebody is genuinely to hold my hand and say, let me show you how not to burn yourself out. Let me show you how to leverage your time, open up your mindset. And I'm going to be honest, I'm a coach, I'm a mindset person, but it still requires a whole lot of mindset, especially when you've been the person who've been a multiple six-figure working in corporate. You were trained to be a slave. You're going to have to learn to think differently and to approach this differently, because it's not about how smart you are. It's not about the intellect. I immediately started to be attracted to the tough contracts. And I had to pull back and say, wait a minute, why the heck am I going to the more difficult things when I can do exactly what my coaches find the simple stuff, the low-hanging fruit, and make, you know, multiple streams doing simple things and just pacing yourself. It's not gonna happen overnight.
That's strong. Miss Taylor, I appreciate you. She said she is a coach herself, right? So, and she's multiple six figures. But here's the thing. What is everybody telling you? What are the most successful people financially telling everybody? You need multiple streams of income. So why not figure out a way to make multiple streams of income passively with the largest purchaser in the world? It just makes sense. If you're not doing business with the federal, I think I heard Travis say this one day. If you're not doing business with the federal government, then what are you doing?
Are you doing, man? Listen, I tell people all the time, you know, y'all want rapper money, you want these performers money, like, and you not willing to work with somebody that got $9 trillion. Like, you looking at these rappers with $100 million. I can go check the profile. See, this business has $9 trillion and counting to spend on you. Okay, and you miss. You just blowing by them trying to ask your neighbor to cut you a check for $200 for your services. Like, let's go to where money is the purest. That's why we do pure money. We don't want our money cut, right? Your neighbor's money been stepped on about 10 times before it got in his hand. We want our money straight from the Treasury Department. Ain't been stepped on, ain't been cut. It's pure, baby.
Pure money. That man, Travis Davis coined that. That's how I first met him. Somebody came to me and said, man, you need to go into this room on Clubhouse. This dude is talking about government contracting. I said, man, he don't know what he's talking about. Most of these people, they don't know what they talk about. So I ain't want to go in there. The same person texted me back and said, he said, yo, you got to get some of this pure money. You got to listen to him. I said, all right, let's talk about that.
Hey, man, that's how I
met Brother Travis.
I like to always let people realize, like, we're normal people. Like, it's just we're doing business with this customer over here, and you can be normal too. Hey, special to it, right?
Let me move on. I thank everybody that's still rocking with us. I appreciate it. Continue to put one in the chat if you're getting amazing value, if this information is going to help you move forward in a career of federal government contracting, and you just taking your next step to another level. All
They've
right,
been rocking with us too, Jason, man. They haven't left yet. They ride.
they rocking with us. They rocking with us. All right, here we go. Let me see.
We about to get into the goods for y'all. We about to get into the goods for you all. Now, I am going to call a few people up here for this one because I want you guys to understand when it comes to pure money, like we want to make money as fast as we can. And there's multiple streams of making income. It's not just with the federal government, but there's this thing called the internet too, with making money. And when it comes to like making pure money, you know, I'm thinking about my time. Like, how much time does it take me to make some money? Now, I did this in my last class in my 14-day challenge, and we had some people making some money. If you made some money with me, I'm not even going to talk about what it is. If you made some money, can you raise your hand? Let's see. I don't know if Shanisha out there. Shanisha out there. If you out there,
Yeah.
I want.
Got 2 raised hands. Let me see.
I can't see anything.
I got you. There goes Shanisha. All right. You want me to bring Shanisha on? There goes Shanisha right there.
Hey, Shanisha, you there?
Hey y'all, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
So Shanisha, man, this is my girl. So in the challenge, okay, I teach them, you know, again, it's not all about government contracting, it's understanding the mindset of what you can do. And as I told you guys before, I tell people all the time, like, yo, go buy that book. Go check out that person's service. Go check out that coaching, and we just let it go, right? And we don't make no money off of it. So with the pure money community here with recession proof, I'm like, hold on, man. I don't want to just, you know, yeah, I'm using my time, so there's some fees there, but how can I also help people make some pure money outside of government contracting? Because I know it's a long game. So I put in affiliate commissions with that. And Shanisha here was one of our top earners. Shanisha, could you tell them how hard it was for you to earn some money here in the pure money community?
It wasn't hard at all. I pretty much just told people about my experiences, was truthful and transparent, and I got paid for it. So I went through your course for free and got to pocket some money.
Sure enough. So essentially, she got the course free and got the pocket money. And when you say you had to talk to people and tell them, what did you like? Where did you send them to sign up and register?
I sent them to my profile, to my IG link. You know, a place that I would just send them regularly if they wanted to connect with me or have resources about whatever I was speaking about.
Absolutely, it's that easy. Everybody gets a link. That's it. One link. You tell somebody about it. You give them the link. They sign up. You get paid. That simple. Shanisha, I appreciate you for sharing that with us. There's another one down there. I want to hear one more out there. Did you
got another one for you, brother? I got another one for you.
With us?
Got you. Let me see. Jade.
Make some money around here for people, man. We're trying to make some money around here for people. If y'all like to make money, somebody, yeah, you can put emojis. Put the money bag emoji down here. I like to make some pure money. Jade, my girl, what is going on? Where you live at, Jade? And tell the people, did you make some easy money going through this pure money?
Yes, I did. I live in Dallas, Georgia.
Ooh.
But yeah, I honestly don't even know who went and took the class. But I was like, hey, got some money.
Did you hear that? She don't even know who signed up for the link. She put the link out there. That's all you got to do. Put the link out there. Trying to tell you, man. And that's the type of stuff that we teach, right? Like, there's ways to generate money utilizing this thing called the internet, that social media account that you on all day. Like, all of this stuff can generate you money if you just know about it, right? So, Jay, did you know anything about affiliate commissions before you jumped in?
Not really. You schooled me on all that ClickFunnels. Man, I learned so much from that class. Like, I had so many ideas. I just need to put in the time to do it.
I appreciate that, Jade. So again, I just The same way we're telling you you don't need to know all of this stuff for government contracting, well, you don't need to know all this stuff with the internet either. We're giving you multiple streams of income where you ain't really got to know a lot about. You just got to have a mindset that we're going to get it done. We're going to make as much money as we can, as fast as we can, utilizing the resources that's sitting right in front of us. Does that sound fair, Jason?
That sounds absolutely fair. Jay, go ahead on and put the time aside to put in that work to get that to that extra bag, all right? Put that time aside. You can't put it out in the atmosphere and don't think I ain't gonna say nothing about it. Make the time, Jade, all right? Make the time. So we're building a pure money community based off of everything Travis said. Not only are we gonna teach you how to get the federal government contracts, we're also gonna have a community where you can learn from others' lessons learned, because there's no losses, right? Other lessons learned. And then that way you can go much quicker, much faster and make money in the process with a quicker, I guess, quicker method by just referring people with their affiliate link.
Exactly.
Man, that's amazing.
We're looking to build businesses, not win contracts. Build businesses that are making pure money. Because if we all making money, then we can change our communities, right? So we, again, need to make as much money as we can, as fast as we can, doing different streams that don't take more of our time.
All right, bro. You ready? You ready for this big stuff now? Ladies and gentlemen, no, we're gonna ask Dr. Travis Davis first. You ready for this big stuff, bro?
Let's give it to him, Jason. Let's give it to him, man.
There we go. There we go.
This is what our minds have been coming up with to help out this Pure Money GovCon community that we got going on here. So we've decided to come up with 4 plans, okay? Now, the first plan actually isn't going to be available right now. We might need to change one of those slides. This is the second plan right here, okay? So the first plan is going to be a video course, an evergreen video course with a back office that's always going to stay updated with information as we put it in there. And it's also going to have a private Facebook group to communicate in, to stay up to date with what we do. And you're going to get a monthly script that's going to help you through building your business. Now, this second plan right here, okay, this is the second plan that we're coming up with. As I stated, it's going to have everything in that first plan, okay? The other thing that it's going to have is it's going to have a Pure Money coaching calls, 2 live calls every month. Me and Jason are going to get on the calls and literally educate you guys through the webinar style each and every month. You're also going to get access to the private Facebook group that's dedicated at this plan level, all right, where you can ask questions and get the answers right there in the Facebook group at any time. You'll have a 24-hour response team in there to make sure getting you the information you need, as well as every live call will be recorded and stored inside of there in the units. And lastly, in that Facebook group, we're going to put daily opportunities in there. Right. We're going to literally put the opportunities in there so you can take the community that we're building and partner with. You can easily go out and subcontract to. Well, most of all, you can ask questions to us right there to help you fulfill that contract. Right. The other thing that you're going to get with this is bi-weekly contracting templates. And we have tons of templates that can help you, from emailing a contract officer to doing your capability statement to doing your business plan. We have templates that can help you out, and we're going to be delivering those to you bi-weekly. All right, let's go.
That is one of the most sought out after just tangible things that you can ask for and get. Templates, because a lot of people say, how do you structure this email? What does your capability statement look like? How should my proposal look, right? And you have this template coming to you on a bi-weekly basis, and it's going to be real live templates. You're in success. You're in a position to win successfully. So let me move.
Let's go to the next one. And y'all seen that was plan 2, man. That was plan 2's value.
Yeah, this is 3.
All right, now this is plan 3 right here. You're going to get plan 1 and 2. That's already at a $20,000 value right there. Now, guys, I'm not going to make you guys pay $20,000, all right? But I want to make sure you guys understand what you're getting right here. Now, you're going to get 4 live Pure Money coaching calls on this plan. That means every week we're going to be on a call. We're going to make sure that we're giving you the answers that you need. But with this plan right here, you're going to get the dedicated calls from me and Jason every 2 weeks. But the other 2 weeks, we're going to be bringing in specialists that can help you build business. I told you guys, it's not just about government contracting. You need to know how to budget. You need to know financing. You need to know about your insurances for your employees and yourself. You need to know about your 401k plans and your IRAs. There's a lot of pieces that you need to know, and we're going to bring them on the calls for you. The people we trust in to help us conduct business, we're going to bring them in to talk to you, to teach you how to do your business. And most of all, you can communicate with these people. Also, you're going to get on this a live Q&A time. So during the other section, you can ask your live Q&As in the Facebook group, but you're going to be able to ask your live Q&As on this call. Okay, so you're going to be on there on the speaker stage asking the questions that you need when you need them. So if that question popped in the night before, you don't have to wait for someone to respond to you in the Facebook group. You can actually jump on that call and get that answer delivered to you right now. All right. The other thing, you're going to be able to promote your business. Now, we're going to do a couple of, every call, we're going to have 1 or 2 businesses that are going to be able to promote their business to everyone in the community so you guys can partner or essentially do business for other companies, all right? If you sell water, all of us drink water. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to sell water to the entire community. Why wouldn't we? Okay, we want everybody to do good, clean business in here. No scamming stuff, okay? That's exactly why we want to make sure we have a strong community that works together and sticks together. The next thing that we're going to have in this is a personal contact list delivery. Now, this isn't going to make sense until I get to the bonus, but guys, you're going to get your contact list delivered to you every month, right? Every month, you're going to have all of your contacts sent to you in an email. Again, this will come in key when we get to the bonus. Go to the next slide.
Now, the next slide is my personal favorite plan, but I'm gonna let Travis do it. I'm just setting up the table because this is my personal plan that I like the best. And I promise you, if I would have had this next plan, it would have taken me 3 years to get a contract. I would have got a contract. I don't know. It would have took me 3 years. I know that for a fact. Here we go.
Now, this is the 4th and final plan. Like Jason said, this is the plan. We want to make sure, we're working for you 10 times harder now. But with this, you're going to get plan 1, 2, and 3. All right, you're already at a $42,000 value with plan 1, 2, and 3. You're going to get funnel hosting in a URL. We're going to build the funnel. We're going to host it for you on our site, and we're going to give you a private URL to it. So our whole team will lay out your funnel, whether you want that funnel to be your business or you want that funnel to be something completely different. We'll work on getting that up for you with your own URL. You're going to get Pure Money promotions. Now, this is where the game starts changing, okay? Because we're going to take your business, okay? At this level, you're getting coached by us, okay? Now, we're going to take your business and we're actually going to promote it to our contacts. We're going to take our email list, our government contacts, and we're directly going to start to promote your business to everyone that we know. I don't know. I told you guys, Jason gets emails every day about opportunities that just come to him. I get stuff that comes to me all the time. I'm going to promote your business for you to our contacts. Jason's going to do the same, all right? And the last part right here, actually, I missed the number on there. I was supposed to raise that a little more because 14 is supposed to be $11,000 value. You guys are going to get a dedicated time slot every month for 2-on-1. Me and Jason, we're going to sit with you. No bunch of people on a Zoom call. No waiting for your time to get called. We're going to sit down with you, okay, and make sure that we are building your $1 million pipeline, all right, and that you are on the right track every time we talk to you. One problem with government contracting is people spread their mind all over the place because it's like a kid in a candy store once you realize I can do any contract, which that's true. You can do any contract, but we got to get you out of the candy store, okay? And we're going to get real direct in this program and make sure we're only focusing on your $1 million pipeline.
This program right here is an all hands in program, right? Hands in and hands on. You're going to be able to pick our brains. You're going to be able to have us dissect certain things for you. It's 2-on-1. If you look at the body of work that Travis Davis has done independently outside of me, it's amazing. If you look at my body of work, what I'm doing and what I'm continuing to do outside of Travis, it speaks for itself. But now you got two of those guys on a call with you, and you're able to continue to bounce certain questions off of, so you can easily start to get going and have your path laid out for you. I mean, for me, yeah, it wouldn't have taken me 3 years if I had two mentors. I have one, but what if I had two that are in this space still doing what they said they can do? They're still doing it. Myself and Travis, we're still actively doing it. It's not a past tense thing for us. Our companies are still active. So for me, this one was it right here for me. Here we go. Boom.
Now, guys, we didn't want to stop there. We wanted to give you some bonuses here. All right. So again, we are going to have Pure Money partners. All right. I don't want to not allow you to generate income off of what we do. Like, we're teaching this information. We want to share with you. Okay. As you learn, we want you to be able to earn. But we don't want to do it to like where we give you $100 every time somebody signs up, or, you know, we give you $20 every time somebody signs up. We want to give you 33% commission. We want to make you a partner. So Jason gets 33%, Travis gets 33%, and you get 33% every time somebody signs up. And that is how we're able to move our Pure Money community, because literally when they pay, you get paid. Our plan one, which we didn't show, I told you there's just going to be a back office evergreen course. That is going to be for $20 a month, and you're going to get 100% commissions off the first sale of that.
How much is it a month?
$20 a month. I know, I just gave the cat out of the bag. Now, that one's not going to be available for right now, but it will be available for you to resell very soon and quickly. And we're not going to offer it the whole month of February. Me and Jason will not promote that. We want you to do it so you can make the $20 commissions easy sell, okay? And again, that's going to be video coaching about what you guys are learning from us. Right there, quick sell. Everything else, 33% commission, you'll be a partner with us. That means if you sell it 3 times, you just got your money back, depending on what plan you got. If you sell one of the top plans, you got your money back off one sale. All right, go to the next one, Jason. What other bonus do we have in store for them? Now, here's the kicker. That other one where I told you we're going to send the traffic, okay, we're going to send the traffic, your contact list to you every month, is because we're going to build a DFY website for you to our program. Like, literally, the minute that you sign up, we're going to ask a few questions from you, okay, so we can get your information, get a picture, and we're going to make a website for you that has all of the links that are catered to you, that are stored for you. So anytime you tell somebody about what we do, have them come to your Done For You website, and when they register and sign up, you're going to get paid. I don't think I can make it much. I'm trying to make it as easy as I possibly can for you to create money for yourself. If you're going to take a program and get educated about it, damn it, why not tell somebody else about it? And if you're going to tell somebody else about it, why not make money off of it? And if you're going to make money off of it, let's make it easy and give you your own website. Now, when you have this, guys, and you have your contacts, the reason why the contacts is so lit is because you can sell them other things. We're going to be teaching you how to become an affiliate to other stuff like Amazon, like Apple, like Microsoft, reselling all of their products and making money off of it. Right? We're literally trying to give you the unlock Pandora's box to unlimited money, pure money, making it as fast as you possibly can, because that's what it's all about. We're waking up every day to make money, so we're trying to provide that service for you to make it very easy with a done-for-you service. Now, there's another bonus that I didn't add in there that everybody will get on your plans. You're going to get access to this software called BidSpeed.
Mm-hmm.
BidSpeed will allow you to search for government contracts very quickly. I mean, very, very quickly. We're going to give you access to that on the plan 3 and 4 level. Okay, plan 3 and 4 will get access to BidSpeed. And when we talk about working on your $1 million pipeline, we're going to build that pipeline inside of BidSpeed. Now, that's going to be given to you when you get plan 3 and 4. Not saying that if you get one of the other plans, you can't access BidSpeed. You just got to pay for it. It's not my software. It's somebody else's, but we're going to cover the load when you get one of those plans. Go ahead, Jason.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There we go.
Now, everybody, what is the prices? What
Everybody keeps saying, how much
does this stuff cost? Now, here goes that plan 1 that I was telling you about. Now, if you guys can't sell that plan 1 as a $20 offer, then you don't have no business trying to make some money. Because I'm trying to tell you that $20 plan, oh my God. You guys should be able to crush that out the park. All right.
Take screenshots of this.
Yeah, take a screenshot.
Yep.
Now, what we're going to do right here, guys, when we get to this stage, we have decided to take 33% off all the prices. So every price that you see, the original price is going to be $299 a month for plan 2. We've knocked it down to $200 a month for all February. Everybody that locks in the month of February, okay, will be locked in at a $200 a month fee. Once February is over with, it's going back to $299 a month. Go to the next one, Jason.
Yes, sir. There we go.
Now, plan 3 costs $670 a month. Again, it originally cost $99 a month, but we're going to put it at $670 a month, okay? Literally, you're going to get all of that information for $670 a month, 33% off. And again, the month of February, when it comes back, you're going to not be charged $9.99 a month. You're going to be locked in at $670. When you go to resell it, it's going to be at $9.99 a month, and you're going to get that 33% commission. All right, that's over $300 for reselling that right there. The last one, the plan 4, is going to be $16.75 a month. When we go back, that's going to be $24.99 a month. Okay. Now, granted, these prices, they're going to lock you in forever. You're going to be locked in. Like, if you keep this plan forever, you're going to continue to pay these 33% discounted prices forever. After February, we're going back up to these real prices, and that will be the new prices going forward per month. Now, here's the kicker, guys. I told you affiliate commission. When you sell this, when you tell somebody else about it and they sign up, okay, they sign up for $999 a month. You're going to get $300+ a month coming to your pocket, right? That's every month. Every month that they pay, you get paid. I told you, we want to make sure it's pure money here. So it's not like a one-time thing. The only time that is one-time commission is on the $20 one. Every other package, as long as your person pays, you're going to get paid. So that means if you sell this 3 times, your monthly commission is free every month. But guess what? We're giving you 33% off. So that means if you sell it 2 times, your monthly fees are waived. Now, we're not going to have the affiliate commission set up for the month of February because we're taking the 33% off on the price, okay, to give everybody the lower barrier entry. After the month of February, again, we're knocking the prices back up, and everybody has opportunity to go at affiliate commission no matter what plan you sign up with. All right. Again, the only plan that is not available for offer today is Plan 1. It will not be available for this month. We will make it available for us to sell at the beginning of next month. But we're going to make it available for you to sell very soon, so you can make that $20 off of every sale that you make. Jason, did you have something to add in there?
My boy going, man. My boy going. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we set this plan up because after a course, after a challenge, right, you still need some guidance. You still need some coaching. You still need some hand holding so you can continue to be successful. Because remember, continuing education is just that. It's continuing education. You're still going to have questions. We're not the type of guys that just want to kick you out and say, go out and be great. You took my course, you took my program, go out in the world and do your thing. No, it's not like that. It's like, listen, okay, I know you have this foundation, but now I also understand that you need a little bit more guidance. You need some more direction because things change all the time. And because things change all the time, you still need that extra kick, the extra guidance, or the extra motivation to continue to understand that you can do this. Because your mind will start to get to you if you're out there still by yourself with no mentorship. And this program allows you to have ongoing mentorship as you continue to really try to understand government contracting and affiliate, making money as an affiliate. And that's the community that we're building on with this monthly membership that we've created.
Absolutely. And I want to stress on that part, right? 2 streams of income that we're focusing on. Government contracting and affiliate marketing, guys. You're going to learn both. So you can do both at the same time, right? If you're going to sell products and be a middleman of products to the federal government, why not be a middleman to products to your Instagram followers, to your Facebook followers, to your Clubhouse followers? You could be a middleman to them too. It's the mind that's stopping you from being a middleman to them, right? We don't stop middleman work at one level, right? We put middleman work at every level. All right. Absolutely, guys. So if you guys have any questions, matter of fact, we have them. We're going to go through some of those questions while we're on here right now.
Let me go to, because 10 o'clock, we out of here. That's a 2-hour run. So look, let me answer some of these questions real quick.
And I put the link in the chat. If you guys want to register and sign up, you're more than welcome to click on that link, register today. We are getting started this week. So make sure you guys sign up, get active. We're going to be running this all week long. All right. I mean, all month long, not all week long. All month long, we're going to be teaching about government contract. Go ahead,
so
Jason.
I'm going from the bottom to the top since we got 5 minutes. Somebody said, if you work for the government, can you still bid? If you work for the government, can you still bid? So, yeah, the answer is absolutely yes. Here's the caveat. You can't bid on contracts for the department that you work in, okay? So if you work for the Department of DOD, you cannot bid on DOD contracts. Hopefully that makes sense. So yes, you can bid on government contracts if you work for the government. What you cannot bid on the agencies on those agency contracts that you work for. If you work for the Department of DOD, you cannot bid on DOD contracts, right?
Jason, you're going to have to go through faster with your answers.
Here we go. When we put in the work, how quick can we get a contract approved? Answer that, Trav. No, I answer. Here's the question. When we put in the work, how quick can we get a contract approved? I still don't know because it's a bidding process. I still can't give you a definite answer. If you put in 150%, you're going to get approved for contract in 2 days because it doesn't work like that, okay? It's a volume game. You got to go through your numbers to understand.
And definitely, that's the key to it, right? You want to put in as many opportunities as you can, and then you can't lose if you keep submitting opportunities. I mean, hell. So I hate answering that question, man.
It's hard to answer that question.
Yeah.
Is there a fee to submit a proposal to the government? No, absolutely not. There is no fees. If somebody try to charge you to submit a proposal for the federal government, they just scammed you. There's no fees to submit a proposal to the federal government.
Yes, you can bid without a CBE. That's just a certification. So don't bid on CBE contracts and opportunities, or else you can't get it. So just bid differently.
Can I use my previously formulated LLC to register and bid? Absolutely, yes. If you got an LLC right now, use that.
Yes, you can change your plan at any time, and when you change your plan, the affiliate doesn't change. Just your plan price will change. If you work for the government, can you still bid when you put in work? How quick can you win a contract? So does that mean the first month only? No, every month is going to be that price. You're going to be locked in at that price every month.
How long does the contract last minimum? It just depends. You got to look at that solicitation. Anywhere from one hitter quitter after the service is done up to 5 years. It just depends.
Once someone wins an award, will FPAS show all of their contact info, or how do we get in contact with an awardee? It will show the contact information that that company provided to show. Not saying that it's always it, but call it. That's the biggest thing. My students will tell you, I harp a lot. Pick up the phone and call these people, and don't be scared of a no. Like if you got the contract opportunity number in your hand and the agency that is going with, call the company up and let them know, I want to talk to somebody about this contract number at this agency. Who the hell I need to talk to? Like real direct. Like it's not hard to this thing. Like simplicity gives you money. Like be simple. You need some information. Somebody over there got it, and I ain't gonna stop till somebody either keeps telling me no or gives me the answer. One of the two.
How do I find subcontractors? Google. I mean, plain and simple.
If your business name is like Brown's Janitorial Service, you'll not be able to win contracts that does not pertain to janitorial. Is that true? No, that's not true, but you are making yourself a little harder. Just think about it. Would you give a electricity contract to somebody that says Brown's Janitorial Services? It ain't that they can't. It's just, why would they? Like, you don't sound like you can do the work. And these are people at the end of the day. It is a person who has to award money and their jobs on the line. Why the hell would they give some cybersecurity work to the janitorial guy? You did that to yourself. But the answer is no, that's not true. You just put yourself in a little harder situation. That's all.
Any upfront funds needed outside of formulating the business entity before you can bid on contracts? I mean, do you want to be in the office or at home? Do you need to buy a fax machine? Do you need to buy a new computer? That's up to you, right? You really got to understand that. But once you formulate your company into SAM.gov, that's it. You ready to start bidding on contracts.
Can I use my previously formulated LLC? Absolutely. You do not need to open new LLCs. Use one. And you don't need multiple LLCs. One LLC, put it in the system, have it generic. That LLC can do whatever the hell it wants. If you can believe it up here, but if you talk to your friend around the corner, then they might tell you something different and you go back down the rabbit hole of disbelief.
Have you heard of anything about the government and group homes? Yes, I have heard about a lot of government and group homes. All you got to do is reach out to the Department of Veteran Affairs. They have a section, or they have a department where they want to reach out to veterans that are homeless and things of that nature. So you can start there.
What happens if your subcontractor falls through and you can't fulfill the contract because of them? Yeah, that's on you. I mean, this is your business. You decide. That's one thing with being the middleman. Like, you better have some good people because it falls on you. It's on your name. So, yeah, the answer is that.
How do you pay subcontractors? The government is paying you because you're the prime. You take your money off the top, and then you slide the money to the subcontractor. So if their invoice is $1,000 to you, but your invoice to the government is $2,000, you keep your $1,000 and you either do a cashier's check or a business check from your business account.
Have you ever heard of the government using Facebook ads? Absolutely. All right, they use Facebook ads every day. The problem is, you can't run Facebook ads the way you want to run Facebook ads, right? Like, you need to run Facebook ads for what the government wants. And that's the biggest thing with government contracting. Like, get your emotions out of what you want to do for work and just answer exactly what the government's problem is and how you can solve that problem. But they're spending millions in Facebook ads.
This is my last question. Do your subcontractors need a background check? You need to vet your own subcontractors. You need to find out if they can perform the job. So you are going to do background checks on them in your own way. Now, if it's based on security questions, then yes, it depends on the contract that you're going after. They could possibly need a background check. Now, if they don't need a background check, you will know that within the solicitation and the instructions to offer section.
I know another one I want to do quick here because they have that, and we might have confused them because she says she has an S corp. All right, I'm a registered in SAMS and approves as sole proprietor. Is it wise to get my business amended into LLC? Yes, get it in the LLC. But this one, Melinda, she said, thanks for the webinar. My business is filed as a corporation, S corp. Do I need to change this? No. We just don't want the sole proprietor, like an S corp, a corporation. Now, this is something that you need to figure out on your taxes with your accountant on which level. But I mean, the corporation is fine too to do business. Taxes, that's a tax question on which level right there. Certifications. SBA.gov will have all the certifications up there. You can apply for all the certifications as you please. You could apply for the 8A certification. There are different criteria in order to get those certifications. So check them out. Everybody has an opportunity at it. Just be strategic about it. And DBE, MBE, all of this stuff, it's usually like, are you making over $2 million a year? Do you have $2 million worth? The answer for most of us is no. So all of us are eligible for these certifications. All right. So like,
no more, I'm done.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm done answering. I hope you guys see like, these questions can go on and on and on all day long because this is government contracting. It's new. It's a system that's new. And that's why we're creating this community here. So we can help educate you guys because you're going to go down the rabbit hole at some point, right? Like you're going to learn something and then you're going to get in a rabbit hole of something else and you need somebody to ask questions to. So we want to make sure we're here to help you guys out. Again, I put the link in there in the chat if you guys are interested in signing up. If you have more questions about it, you can feel free to DM myself or Jason. We'll be sure to answer that for you. Other than that, I'm looking for everybody in the Pure Money community. We're going to be in the Slack channels and the Facebook channels real soon and notifying you guys of opportunities. Hopefully we can get you guys these contracts very, very soon. Again, it's not a overnight success, but it can be. Right, I don't claim overnight success, but damn it, if you're willing to pick up the phone and bust your ass with me, I'm willing to bust my ass for you, and we can get you some contracts very quickly. But you're gonna have to pick up that phone, all right? That's all I got.
I'm out of here. I had a great time. I see my man Jay said, will they do background checks on the owner of the LLC? No, you're not going to the facility. You're not going to the base. You're not touching it. They're not doing a background check on you. So I did want to answer that quick question because that was actually a good question.
We don't touch the work, man. We do not
touch the work. You good. Don't worry about it. I had a great time with you guys. Travis, my brother, it's always great to collaborate with you and give the people the information that they need and deserve.
Absolutely, man. I'm looking forward to it. Again, everybody, I appreciate you for staying with us this long. It won't be this long going forward. It was the first one. We were excited. Y'all excited. Put a 1 in the chat, though, before we get out of here if you guys picked up some valuable information tonight. We want to make sure that we did leave you all with valuable information. Ooh. That is our main sole purpose, and it looks like we did do that job, Jason. So I'm excited, and thank you, my brother, for working with me on this to help out the community.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Put a 10 in the chat if my edge up is crispy and clean. I just did it today, baby. And get those 10s coming. Y'all have a good night. Be blessed. And I'll see y'all on Clubhouse somewhere.
Catch y'all later.